Hello and welcome to the Coach Harris Show. Thank you so much for listening in. I appreciate you. This is episode 1. I'm very excited to have you here. And today we're going to get into why I made the show, why you should keep listening, because I really think you should. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and there's going to be a lot of benefit to come with it. We're going to go over all of that information. We're going to get into the deep details of what's to come, what to look forward to, and what you can expect. All right. Future episodes are going to be more topic-based, interview-based. We'll see. There's going to be a lot of options. I haven't really decided yet. It's going to be a little bit on the fly, and I'm excited for that because the best things sometimes come with some spontaneity. So before anything, I'm going to give you kind of the background on who I am, but not in the usual way. I'm not just going to give you my elevator pitch, my details, my boring bio facts that you honestly don't care about. I'm going to give you the deep why of why I do what I do as far as fitness coaching and why I made this podcast, because it's really ultimately going to connect to you. So my deep purpose with training people, with making content, with working with people in any way, is to help them find their deep fitness purpose, all right? To train with purpose. What I've noticed with myself when I started, with a lot of the clients that I've worked with, is that when we don't have a clear or inspiring purpose behind our fitness, that is where the failures comes. That is where we fall off. That's where we get overwhelmed and stressed, and all of those negative things that come with fitness challenges come from when our purpose isn't either defined or exciting enough or inspiring. All right, so one of the promises I'm going to make to you, and one of the focuses of this podcast when you keep coming back, is going to be I'm going to help you develop that purpose. If you already have it, we're going to refine it. We're going to keep it alive, keep it growing strong, and it's going to evolve with you over time. All right. So whether you are a complete beginner, you have no idea what your deeper motives are yet, you are overwhelmed, stressed, lost, or you have been in this game for a long time, you're very clear about what you want to do, you're intentional with your purpose, this show will still have value for you because the episodes are going to be all inclusive for everybody. But to be clear, that doesn't mean that this episode is for everybody. Some people won't love it. Some people will love it. I don't know who, because it's going to depend on what you're looking to get out of this. If you're looking for short-term, quick results, little work, this isn't the podcast for you. But if you're looking to critically think about how to build strong habits, improve your why, your purpose, and get real results from your fitness, not just surface level, but deep, concrete results that last you a lifetime, then this is the podcast for you, all right? So if that is you, I would love to hear from you. If you're listening to this somewhere where you can comment, please let me know that you're here. Or if you want to email me, harris@coachedbyharris.com. I am very, very accessible. Think of me as your fitness professor with cool glasses somehow. I don't know why I picture professors having some interesting glasses on. I don't wear glasses, so that's not right. But either way, I'm very interactive. I love to get into the weeds, and I love to be personal because when it comes down to it, I am a personal trainer at heart, and the personal part of that is the most important. So please, please, please never hesitate to reach out to me. No matter if I have one listener right now and it's just you, or if I have thousands upon thousands, I will still absolutely do my best every single time to read what you have to say, to listen to what you have to say, and to have a meaningful conversation with you. I really, really mean that. All right. So some other things to come in this podcast and in its future. I don't know exactly what that will look like, but as I said, there will be a lot of interviews that I want to do. So I will be interviewing potentially clients of mine. I'll be interviewing followers of mine, supporters, so possibly you. I'll be interviewing other coaches, trainers, people that do this for a living, and they help people with their fitness and their strength and their anything in that realm, because I want to take a deep dive into not just the success that certain people have, but the failures that people have encountered. Because something that I've learned over the 9 coming on 10 years that I've been training and focused on my own health and my wellness, something that I've learned is that we absolutely learn the most from our failures. There's many clients that I've worked with that will know this firsthand, and that is that I don't want to spoon feed them, right? I don't want to babysit my clients. I absolutely don't. I never do. I don't want them to have everything easy and get everything they want all the time and always feel happy and successful. And before we go further, know what I mean by that, because I do want every person I work with, every person that I try to help, to be happy and successful. But there's a clear distinction between achieving that success and always being comfortable, right? That's what I mean to say, is that I don't want you to always be comfortable, because in that, you will not grow. So a big part about this podcast that you will start to learn and hopefully love is you are going to hear the failures, the dark moments, the deep, dirty secrets and just vulnerable parts of people's lives that they have come back from, because that's where I feel you and myself will learn the best. We'll get the most inspired from that. When we hear somebody or we watch somebody who is successful with their fitness, with their business, with their family, with their community, with their life, and they're happy and they're thriving and they're doing amazing, but they've had a terrible or tragic even, or just dark or challenging moment or moments in their life, and they've come back from that, that is the stuff that inspires me. And I know that's going to be the stuff that inspires you. I absolutely do. Again, this isn't going to be the show where I brag about my accomplishments. This isn't going to be the show where I have guests brag about their accomplishments, because that's not going to be helpful for you, all right? I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to be transparent, as I always am, and so will the people that I talk with. And we're going to do our best to help you do the same and to get stronger from that. So again, we're going to wrap up this intro episode. A few promises to finish off of what you can expect, just to really ingrain this into you, because I want you to understand where I'm coming from. If you are somebody that is or has been overwhelmed, if you felt lost with your fitness and your health, you felt like you don't know who to learn from, you're overwhelmed with all the information out there, this is going to be the place for you. We are going to simplify, declutter, help you find your purpose and find fulfillment through fitness. That is the ultimate goal. If you are feeling physically weak, slow, in pain, out of shape, anywhere on that spectrum, whether it's extreme or even if it's just a little bit, I'm going to help you build brutal strength. I'm going to help you feel athletic for life, all right? We're not just getting a little bit stronger here and there. We're not just losing a little bit of fat or gaining a little bit of muscle or doing these short-term things, all right? I want to have you critically think and learn and develop skills that will allow you to build strong bodies and athleticism for your entire life, all right? We're going big here, long term. Finally, as I mentioned, I want you to use any failures that you are currently experiencing or that you have had in the past to catapult and catalyze you into success. Whether you failed a little bit or a lot, we're going to use that as your weapon, so to speak, to become stronger physically, mentally, emotionally, wholeheartedly, all right? That stuff is going to help. So this podcast is going to be a strong, open conversation of all things that I just discussed. All right, that's it for today. One final thing for you to do that I'd love you to do and take away from this episode and the rest is to email me anything and everything that you want to talk about. If you have questions for this podcast that you'd like me to actually announce on the show, let me say this. If you have questions and you want me to address them, send me an email at harris@coachedbyharris.com. Please put in the subject line podcast questions. If you don't, I will still see it at some point, but it'll be much more likely that I will see it sooner and get back to it with that subject line. Put in any questions, topics, struggles that you'd like me to address. Please be clear if you want me to give you a shout out and mention your name, either full name or first name or anything about you. I'm more than happy to just make sure that is okay, because I want to be appropriate there. I don't want to shout you out if you don't want me to mention your name, all right? When you email me, you can say anything and everything that you like. I'm an open book. If you want to be on my email list, that is where I put out the most consistent content on the deepest level. I'm just getting started here. I have about 103 awesome people that read my emails, and that's going to be growing. So the sooner you get on that, the more likely it is that we can communicate consistently and deeply. But the email list is where I put out the most substantial work, all right? So if you want to be on that and you're not sure how, again, just email me at harris@coachedbyharris.com, and I will get you set up right away, and then you don't have to do anything from there. You'll receive my emails multiple times a week, and all the best stuff that I can put out, you will have first access to. Thank you so much again for listening. I truly, truly appreciate you. I will see you in the next episode. More to come.